ಇದು ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ನಾವು ನುಗ್ತೀವಿ ಇದು ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ಟಕ್ಕರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇದು ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ಗುಳಿ ಗುಳಿ ತರ ನುಗ್ತೀವಿ ಆಟ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಲೆಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮಾತು ಕಿಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೋತರಂತೂ ಕುಗ್ಗರಲ್ಲ ಗೆದ್ರೆ ಅಂತೂ ಹಿಗ್ಗರಲ್ಲ ನಾ ನುಗ್ತೀವಿ ಗುಳಿ 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 ತರ ನುಗ್ತೀವಿ
Well, 3 wickets has fallen down, and the Arab Warriors are in big trouble.
And this is the first game taking place here on the final day of the Television Premier League 2025, brought to you by the N1 Cricket Academy and powered by the AVR Group. This is one of the half games that we completed back at Bloomfield that stopped due to bad weather. And we have to complete this game because it is really crucial for the points table, because the RR Warriors, with this game to go, they were standing at the 5th place of the Group A, but once this game completes between the Bull Squad and the RR Warriors, that's the end of the game list for the league. And if the RR Warriors win this, or the Bull Squad win this, they will go ahead to the top of the table, and the game will be decided through the NRR. So for that, they need to satisfy a few requirements here. The RR Warriors need to chase this 153 before 9.4 overs if they are to take the advantage of the net run rate and be ahead of Cricket Nakshatra.
And of course, another wicket falls down here for the RR Warriors. So the Bharat Naik, he's on a hat-trick. Once again, a brilliant delivery ball to the Mutsman. The Yorker length delivery gets it right, dead straight. Absolutely. Clips the off stump, and another batter walks back into the dugout. So there are Warriors, they're not helping themselves at all.
Exactly, Minu. They will stand right behind Cricket Nakshatra if they win this game between 0 and 9.4 overs, which looks really far away from their reach right now, because the Nakshatras already played 5 games and won 3. So the RR Warriors will match the equation if they win, and the Bull Squad will match the equation if they win as well. But they will not have the NRR advantage if they win after 9.4 overs. So for the RR Warriors, it's an absolute calamity, according to how the game is looking like right now. They are in deep trouble. And not only that, we have one more half game to go, I beg your pardon, on the other side of the league, between the MR Panthers and the AVR Tuskers. Exact same situation in that group as well. The MR Panthers need to win that one.
Well, that's the game coming up for you, ladies and gentlemen, but we should keep our focus on this right now, because the Bull Squad, they're trying to turn things around in their favor. And the RR Warriors, they're not looking good at the moment.
And that's cut on the offside. What a beautiful shot that is, coming off the bat of Pratap Naik.
Well, Faris, you mentioned about the net run rate coming into play in these last few games. Teams are battling it out to secure a plays in those knockout stages are the semis. So if the Bull squad, well, of course, they are the ones who are fielding here. So if they are able to restrict the RR Warriors to 108 runs within the 15 overs, then they have a chance to, if they can chase it down and get that vital point as well, that's going to help their net run rate and help them secure a spot in the semi-finals. And by the looks of it, by considering the way the things are going now, I feel like they will be successful in their attempts, but at the same time, we don't know how things will unfold.
And with that note, 2 overs gone, the RR Warriors 20 for the loss of 4, and here it is, the batting scorecard right now. The RR Warriors in deep trouble. The dugout will not be happy to see what's on the screen right now, because to satisfy their criteria to go on to the knockouts, they have a lot to do now.
Yes, certainly for Aviz. Ajit Jairaj, the only man with double figures so far, but still that's not enough for the RR Warriors. Well, Krishnamurthy and Bharat Naik, both of them claiming 2 wickets each. A good start to the bowling spell, of course.
A good ball that. Second one of the over. Straight and quick. And keep it in the right length.
The RR Warriors, of course, should try to build a partnership here. Things are not looking good at the moment, but still, just 2 or 3 batters will bring some life into this lineup. And once again, these are the shots you should play. They're inside the power play, and boundary to ease things off here.
A slight movement in the air as well, but not quite enough to capitalize on anything at all with the line and length. Prajwal Krishnamurthy, if he manages to keep it straight like he did earlier, he will be able to drive even more wickets because the ball is moving up in the air. Runs in. And that's it. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The movement away from the left-hander. Krishnamurthy capitalized on exactly what I just said. This is insane. We have become fortune tellers at this point. Word by word. He kept it straight. The ball moved slightly to the outside. And thrashed onto the off stump.
Yeah, absolutely, Fervis. This happened last night as well, when I was committed alongside Arvin, of course. And looks like we are fortune tellers after all. But if the team finds out, it's not going to look good at all.
Absolutely, absolutely, that's true. The RR Warriors in deep trouble now. 25 gone, and this is the lineup for the Blue squad and the RR Warriors. Pratap Naik leading the RR Warriors, while Sharath is up front for the Blue squad. Two more deliveries to go. The third over of Prajwal Krishnamurthy so far has been fantastic. 17 runs conceded and captured 3 crucial wickets. The top 5 has fallen. Pratap Naik, the skipper, still on strike. Vitala has joined the middle. It's a single coming off of it. That was the end of the third. 27 for the loss of 5. Prajwal Krishnamurthy derived a great start for the Bulls squad here. The need to constrict the RR Warriors less than 109 runs. And here it is, the points table. The Bulls squad and the RR Warriors fighting it out for the third place, but they can turn things around with the current net run rate satisfied according to the criteria that we just mentioned earlier. This is a really intense game, an important game for the tournament, and the Bulls squad do look like they can actualize the criteria that they need for the proper net run rate. But in any case, we don't know what's going to happen because the skipper is still on strike. He just needs to take the team over the score of 109 to stop the Bulls squad from getting to the semis later on today. Bharat continues his bowling attack, looking to finish the job that he started. There's 3 overs gone. We've got plenty of cricket to come today. We need to wrap things up pretty quickly here. Gets a single. The new batter on strike now. Bharat Naik has been fantastic throughout the tournament. He continues his form, and that's a good ball. Quick and outside the off stump. This bowling lineup looks really promising even if they go into the playoffs. We saw some clumsiness towards the beginning of the tournament, but now they seem to have found their rhythm entirely. 5 wickets off of just 3.3 overs and 28 runs conceded is insane. And there it is, the commentator's curse taking place for Bharat Naik. Slides down on the onside a bit too much. The keeper had no chance to catch it. Deviated off the pitch as well. 5 runs coming off of it. Off the pad, glides down the leg side. No one in the deep to protect it, so short fine and short third at run. And that's another clumsy effort in the field, a misfield, an overthrow. This is not good. The Bulls scored. They need to keep things tight. They don't have a lot of runs to concede here. They need to keep it less than 109 if they are to go to the playoffs. They need to keep that in mind constantly, ball after ball. Bharat Naik has been so good so far. Will he able to derive a wicket? That's a good shot. An absolutely gorgeous cricketing shot. Goes to the back foot, recognize the short one and just dispatches it down the ground. Oh, that's beautiful. Textbook cut.
A couple of runs coming from this over. It's gonna help RR Warriors for sure in order for them to take up that run rate. So last already be bowled in this over, Bharat Naik. But it has been an expensive spell, even though he picked up 2 wickets. And this time works it through the offside, but there's protection out there in the deep, so just a single from it. Well played, and 4 overs gone. The RR Warriors are 41 for 5. Well, of course, this is how things are looking at the moment for the teams who are sitting at the top of their respective groups. Rashford Surya Riders and Yumi Kings already secured their spot. But the Bull Squad and the GLR Warriors, it's up to them to decide whether they are going to the knockouts. The MR Panthers have an opportunity as well here for Reese. So plenty of crucial action-packed games coming up for you, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned until all of these games are concluded within the day. And of course, the most awaited match, which is the finals, will be happening as well at the Colombo Cricket Grounds. So far, it has been an action-packed tournament. Lots of drama and plenty of moments to remember for the years to come.
Indeed. Not only for them, even for us as commentators, we will remember this tournament. The stars in the TV industry in the district of Karnataka coming down to our country to play it out, to see who's the best. Ajay Prabhu invited into the bowling attack for the Bull squad here. Pratap Naik scalping two of that ball.
And this time cuts it away. And it's just going to be a single. Well, the current run rate is looking really good for Rees. 5 wickets have fallen by, but at the same time, they're getting the runs. And we saw earlier in the previous delivery as well, they're not hesitant to go for the second. Quick run in between the wickets.
Well, the current run rate looks good to win the game for the RR Warriors, but them to secure a spot in the knockout stages, they have to chase the target within 9.4 overs.
Oh, by the looks of it for Rees. Well, the Bull squad, of course, took it upstairs. Let's see what the verdict is going to be after a thorough review. And of course, that's a confirmation that will not be given a wide.
Well, that's a good decision by the skipper and Ajay to go upstairs, because every single run matters for them now. They have to stop the RR Warriors from going towards 109.
Yeah, exactly, Farah. So far, 3 runs from this over. Well, Ajay Prabhu, a good decision to go upstairs to review that decision of a wide. So run will be taken off. And this time a swing and a miss. Well, Ajay Prabhu is taking the pace off the ball. And this time it's high in the air and it's comfortably taken, of course. Calm and composed, and he does the job. So another wicket falls down for RR Warriors here. Not looking good at all. They're trying to set some momentum, but every time they try to do that, there's a good response by the Bull squad. And this is complete acceptable. He didn't mid-lay properly. And once again, the field that cover takes a well-judged catch.
This actually looks like it's the Blue Squad's game now, because 44 for the loss of 6. They have to keep them under 94 runs. Oh, sorry, 108 runs. It looks absolutely doable right now.
Yeah, you're right, Farah. Right now, things are going in the favor of the Bull squad. Where they're slowly tightening their grip on that victory. Exactly what they should do.
And also
But
we need to win after satisfying an absurd margin to get on top of the table and win your position over some other team who already established themselves on the second place. Over the net run rate must be such a satisfying feeling. And that was the end of the third over. And this is it. The batting leaderboard of the Television Premier League Season 4. SSC Bachchan, who put up a mammoth of an inning, standing on top comfortably. Pratap Naik, standing at the 6th position here. The strike rate of 138 and his highest score was 81. He is capable. He is skipper of the RR Warriors. He has shown that he can score big runs. He can hit big shots. He has to come up with something to prevent the Bull squads from grabbing the victory and satisfying the net run rate requirement for them to go on to the knockouts.
ಮುಕ್ತಾಯಕ್ಕೆ RR Warriors ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 44 6 ವಿಕೆಟ್ ನಷ್ಟದೊಂದಿಗೆ 44 with the loss of 6 wickets.
Adarsh Hegde invited in the bowling attack. All three bowlers who bowled so far have been the wicket takers club for this game, and that's Waitner.
yeah, exactly, Faris. Yeah, helping the skipper, of course, and helping the team as well by taking responsibility with the ball. Each and every one of them who bowled so far. But like you mentioned, Pratap, he's still out there in the crease. Until he's there, the RR Warriors, they still have a chance. They still have a little bit of hope that their captain could carry on. And that's gone. And once again, that shot actually looked like he wasn't much committed to playing that. Just trying to some sort of connection without any intention at all, or focus on a specific area. The bowlers are doing a much better job at this point. It almost looks like a walk in the park.
They keep it straight, they keep it simple, doing the things that they should be doing, nothing special, and they are getting the benefit for it. Adarsh rubbing his cap. The second delivery of his over. The Bull squad looking really strong right now. If they manage to scalp the win in this style and they go on to the knockouts, they will go on to the knockouts with a statement made. We don't do any mistakes anymore. We have found our rhythm, and that will definitely pose a threat for, I think it was Yumi Kings on top of their table, right? So they will be on the lookout for the Bull squad's bowling capacity.
Certainly, Farah. The ones who's already secured their places in the knockout stages, they would be watching these matches very closely here, because they know they can find out the potential opposition they're going to have to face in the semi-finals, and the key strengths and weaknesses of that team.
single. The new batter switches ends with his keeper Pratap. Must be hellish for him to stand on the non-striker's end since he arrived at the crease. You see one wickets falling one after the other. That's straight. Plays it neatly towards deep mid-wicket and switches ends for the single. Straight and full. Pratap on strike. Walks down the track and leading edge.
Once again, an outside edge. A hilly one, of course, for the opposition, but unfortunate that there was no fielder present near the short cover region to grab onto it. So 6 overs gone. The RR Warriors are 47 for 7.
ಆರು ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಟೀಮ್ ಆರ್ ವಾರಿಯರ್ಸ್ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 47 47 with the loss of 7 wickets.
Ajay Prabhu, after his brilliant first over, continues his bowling. Hit hard along the ground, but this protection on sweeper.
The other bowlers bowl into the field, of course. There's plenty of protection out there on the leg side as well as on the batsman. We'll have to work something out through that offside. And once again, just a rotation of strike. The aggressive approach is it's not quite evident there, Farah. I feel like these batters, they are just trying to, get the singles right now and maybe take it until the last over, drag this innings on. But the captain is still out there. The only recognized batsman so far who is still at the crease. And this time, once again, plays it to deep cover. Single. And he's not afraid to let the tail-enders have a chance either. So he's entrusting the partner at the other end to rotate the strike or just pile up some runs for him, and needs that responsibility, and plays it on, and it's just going to be a dot ball here. So right now the runs are not looking really good. It's really hard for the RR Warriors to accumulate. And a quick single will be taken. That misses the edge and goes past the batsman, of course. So only 4 runs from that over. 7 overs gone. It's 51 for 7.
The RR Warriors batting lineup. Pratap Naik still leading the batting, playing his captain's
7
role.
ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಮೊತ್ತ 51 51 loss of 7 wickets.
Here it is, the equation to win the game. 103 needed off of 48 deliveries.
It's doable, of course, but considering the situation they are in right now, it almost seems impossible. I would say if Pratap walks back into the dugout, I think the chances of RR Warriors winning this game are very, very slim. The equation still a balanced one for both sides, but if a couple of wickets falls in the coming few overs, then I'm pretty sure the game is already decided by then.
ಇಡ್ಲಿ ವಡೆ ಸಾಂಬಾರ್ ಇಡ್ಲಿ ವಡೆ ಸಾಂಬಾರ್ ಇಡ್ಲಿ ವಡೆ ಸಾಂಬಾರ್ ಕೆಂಪು ಚಟ್ನಿ ಬಿಳಿ ಚಟ್ನಿ ಕೆಂಪು ಚಟ್ನಿ ಬಿಳಿ ಚಟ್ನಿ OTP ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್
0144
ಸರ್ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಡೀಸೆಲ್ ಅಣ್ಣ 0 ನೋಡಿ ಅಣ್ಣ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಫೋನ್ ಪೇನಾ ಚಿಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕನ್ ಬಟನ್ ಕಡಾಯಿ ಚಿಕನ್ ಗ್ರಿಲ್ ಚಿಕನ್ ನಾಟಿ ಚಿಕನ್ ರೋಸ್ಟ್ ಚಿಕನ್ ತಂದೂರಿ ಚಿಕನ್ ಲೆಮನ್ ಚಿಕನ್ ವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಚಿಕನ್ ಫ್ರೈಡ್ ಚಿಕನ್ ಟಿಕ್ಕಾ ಚಿಕನ್ ಪಾಲಕ್ ಚಿಕನ್ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಚಿಕನ್ ಚಿಕನ್ ಬರೀ ಚಿಕನ್ ಇದೆ ಸರ್
ಕೈ ಕೆಸರಾದರೆ ಬಾಯಿ ಮೊಸರು ನಮ್ಮ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ನೆನೆಯುವರು
Twice what you really need in life. Happiness ain't gone by the luxury that you like. And before in the words of wisdom I would just like to let you know if life's a bitch, break out like Richie Rich.
Adarsh Hegde to continue his bowling from the pavilion end.
And of course a slight appeal, but yeah, they are not much enthusiastic about that one. So Adarsh Hegde has been brilliant with his first over. Well, he's been brought into the attack once again to try and restrict the RR Warriors from getting more runs, because the Bulls, like we mentioned before, they need to wrap things up before they concede 108 runs from the RR Warriors in order for the net run rate to be in their favor, so that they can qualify with much ease into the semi-finals. The required run rate is pretty much out of reach at this point. The batters, they are looking quite disoriented, especially the captain. He still hasn't got going, trying to rotate the strike. It's just a single, so I pretty much feel like he's trying to drag this on until the last over, and he's not going to give away the win that easily as well.
And I feel like one of his main intentions is not let the Bulls cut through, because more than not letting them through, he doesn't want to be the team that lost and became a reason for another team to get their NRR spiked up. It's about reputation now. That looks like the clear intention of the skipper and the striker on the other end.
Once again, brilliant bowling by Hegde. Just 2 runs coming from this over. And once again, the bowlers, they have done their job so far. The skipper entrusted each and every one of them with the ball to make some sort of an influence, and they've been successful in doing that. And no singles will be taken. So end of the over. 8 overs gone, and the RR Warriors are 53 for 7.
ಎಂಟು ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಆರ್ಆರ್ ವಾರಿಯರ್ಸ್ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 53 7 ವಿಕೆಟ್ ನಷ್ಟದೊಂದಿಗೆ.
For 53 for 7, the summary so far. Pratap is the only constant in that lineup. And that's and slight appeal, and it's gone.
Pratap did not even wait for the umpire to give the decision. He just kept walking. He knew that it tickled the outside edge. He will be extremely disappointed. The Bulls squad getting closer and closer to the victory that they need to get over the line and satisfy their net run rate to sit themselves on the second place of group number 1, Group A.
Yeah, exactly, for us. So the skipper, he has to walk back. The man who looked like would take responsibility, but he won't be able to drag this innings on as he has to depart. Another new batter in, and I feel like this is just a waiting game at point. The RR Warriors will wrap things up pretty soon, looking at the way the bowlers are bowling.
Ajay Prabhu along with the other bowlers of the Bulls squad have been sensational this inning. Keeping the run rate just over 6.49, something we never saw apart from 1 or 2 occasions. Seen the outside edge once again. Ajay Prabhu. Rather sort of a loosener, but the batter is new to the crease. We should remember that. So he does not get his timing quite right yet. Swim still down the ground. Is there protection? Yes, there is. The RR Warriors in an absolute gutter right now. The Bulls got completely dominated the second half of the game, where they had played half of it back at Bloomfield Cricket Grounds, if I'm not mistaken. And that's high up in the air. Falls into no man's land. Just short of long off. And there's a misfield. Will it run away for a boundary? Yes, it will. Finally. Welcome boundary for the RR Warriors. They were in a bounded route. Went straight through the leg of extra covers. Shouldn't get too comfortable here. There's still 2 more wickets in hand. They only have approximately around 50 more runs to concede if they are to go into the playoffs. And we should not forget that there are still 6 overs left for this game, and that was the end of the 9th. 60 for the loss of 8.
ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 68 ವಿಕೆಟ್ ನಷ್ಟದೊಂದಿಗೆ.
With the summary so far, the Bulls squad, of course, playing their first innings on a different day. They scored 153 runs, setting a target of 154 for the RR Warriors to chase down. And today, they didn't get off to a good start at all, and that same form is been continuing over the overs we had.
Another slight misfortune that I should mention here is the fact that these 2 games are being played in 2 different occasions, right? And now, with so much in line, the RR Warriors had to chase the total in a certain amount of balls, less than the designated 15 overs, to satisfy the net run rate. So that pressure would have gotten onto their heads. I think that was what happened, because they tried to go at every single ball from the get-go, and that's why they kept losing wickets. But if they had won the game earlier on when they played it initially and planted themselves on a rather higher spot on the points table, the situation would have been different. So I would say it's like a slight misfortune, but I don't know to what extent it's valid.
Yeah, even I feel the same as well. It's pretty unfortunate, of course. It's too much to ask from him. And this time works it through the leg side, just a single. So, like I said, Farah, this is pretty much the constant in this innings, of course. The singles that are being taken, they're not taking any risk, of course. But like you said, the pressure is on them to accumulate the runs within a limited number of overs than the ones that are designated for every team. Comes down and short wicket will field this. Is there a chance? Is there an opportunity there? Just short of mid wicket, but I think there's a run out here, but we'll have to wait and see. And it looks like and that's the confirmation, of course. The batsman, he has to walk back. Another wicket fallen here. And like I said before, it's just a waiting game. It looks like the RR Warriors, they will be restricted to a score below 108.
That was really, really unfortunate by the two batters in the middle. Even if they are going for the restriction of the ball squads to go into the semis, they won't even go anywhere close to that. Unfortunately for the RR Warriors here, the bull squad grabbed 9 wickets from 61 runs. This is diabolical.
That was a inside edge, of course, onto the pads. A good delivery by the bowler.
The Shekde runs in, and that's a straight one. Mahesh manages to get some bat on it.
Just a delivery left in this over. Adar Shekde. And that's a huge outside edge, and it will run away to the boundary. Unfortunate. But so 4 runs coming from the last delivery, and Hegde, he has bowled out his spell. A good bowling spell, I would say. A phenomenal performance. He did the job with the ball, and now he has to make sure he do it on the field. Well, 89 from 30. Once again, if one of these two batters can do the damage.
10 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮೊತ್ತವಾಗಿ ಟೀಮ್ RR Warriors ನ ಮೊತ್ತ 65 65 9 ವಿಕೆಟ್ ನಷ್ಟದೊಂದಿಗೆ.
This is how the runs flew for the bull squad.
Yeah, of course, this tells you a story. The RR Warriors not actually matching up to the run rate at all of the Bull squad when they played their innings, and it just keeps going downhill. It almost looks like there's no life to their innings at this point. Sunil and Mahesh, I'm pretty sure they'll try to drag this game on Like I mentioned before, Furvies not give them the easy win. Prajwal Krishnamurthy, he's been outstanding so far. 19 runs given, but at the same time 3 wickets has been taken by him. And that is gone. That is dead straight, and of course the batter will go upstairs. We'll have to wait and see if the original decision will stand.
And that was the end of the game. The Bulls managed to grab their position, not second place of the Group A, and they will go into the semi-finals. What a game it has been. What a result it is for the Bulls squad. Sensational stuff from the bowling unit. They made absolute justice for the skipper.
Yeah, absolutely, Furvies. A very good performance with the ball by the Bull squad, and they secure the plays and winning this game by 88 runs.
The conclusion going in the favor of the Bulls squad here. They will be ecstatic about the result, and here it is, the disappointing scorecard of RR Warriors. Pratap tried, but he could not quite get there. 22 of 20 being the best performance of the RR Warriors. They had a fantastic run in this tournament. We enjoyed watching those games. And here it is, the fantastic bowling. Prajwal Krishnamurthy being the star man with 4 wickets for the economy of 8.77. Just 4 bowlers used of this inning, and that's a really fun fact. The fall of wickets, as we can see, came consistently one after the other. Not much runs in between them, and that just completely startled the batting lineup of the RR Warriors. After a fantastic run, they have to depart the tournament. The Bulls squad win the game with a huge margin of 88 runs.
Well, exactly, Furvies. They had to win this game, but they won according to the requirement as well. So these are the highlights of the innings. Not much to see. It was all the Bull squad. Even in the batting innings of the RR Warriors, couple of runs were taken, and that was the first wicket that fell down. And this was another wicket that went onto the stumps. The bowlers then went on a rampage. And of course, another big wicket fell down. Trying to respond back, but once again, this was another wicket that was cheaply thrown away just when the RR Warriors needed a partnership. And then the wickets just kept tumbling on, and that was the vital wicket of the captain, who was on the crease for a while. Couple of misfields, but that was pretty much rare because the bowlers, they did an outstanding job. And this was the run out. Good work by the keeper. Last boundary which came out of an outside edge. And this was the final nail in the coffin for the Bull squad to secure their win, and that win too with a huge margin.
And the match summary of the game between the Bull squad and the RR Warriors. That was the conclusion of the game, and the Bull squads advance to the second place of their respective group. And we will see you shortly with another exciting half a game continuation of one that took place on another venue on another day between the MR Panthers and the AVR Warriors. And until then, see you quick. We will see you shortly with the second game. Thank you.